Hi everyone, welcome back into My Chamber TV. We're the heartbeat of the Tampa Bay community, and today we're featuring the Safety Harbor Chamber of Commerce, and we have some great guests for you today. I would like to introduce our first guest, who happens to be Jeff Vopel. Did I get that right?
Vopel.
Vopel. Oh, pardon me. Vopel. All right, and you're from the Humane Society, and I just want to be quiet and let you talk because we have a short segment. It's like 10 minutes or so, but you are making great strides in Pinellas County.
We sure are. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Yes.
We're very excited to not only be beginning site preparation of our location over at the corner of 590 and McMullen Booth Road, but we're in site preparation now, and we'll soon be beginning construction on a brand new adoption center. Shortly, we'll begin the construction. That is a 15,000 square foot adoption center. It'll be known as the Showerman Adoption Center, which will give us the capacity to have about 40 adoptable dogs, about 75 adoptable cats, and then plenty of what we like to call small wonders, which are guinea pigs and rats and hamsters and all of the little guys that we don't want to forget about.
Oh, that is so exciting. We were talking just before the show about, I know exactly where that is. And to have this, talk about how this all came about, because it sounds like it was really necessary, right?
Absolutely. Well, for anyone who's seen the old shelter, it was a 71-year-old property. It was made up of about 9 old buildings desperately needing to be rehabbed. The worst of it being that they were outdoor buildings without air conditioning, and obviously in the Florida heat, that's not an environment you want to keep animals in. So one day, an absolutely wonderful donor came by. Her name is Mrs. Showerman. Mrs. Showerman came through, took one look at our property, and said, "This is just not okay," and immediately made a donation, enabling us to build what's going to be known as the Showerman Adoption Center. And here pretty soon, that construction will begin and then roll into immediately a 25,000 square foot medical center directly behind that. That will eventually become our brand new campus.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you've got some really big, wonderful plans for this, because I've been at the former area, and it definitely needed some work done. So this must be a great mission for you as well. How did you get involved with it? Have you always been involved with, animals, Humane Society?
I've always been involved with animals, but not animal welfare. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay.
My previous career was building and developing large-scale doggy daycare and boarding facilities.
Who knew?
Exactly. And so I sold my company in Cincinnati and immediately thought, well, where would I move if I were to move someplace else? And the only place that popped into my mind was Clearwater, because I was born, I vacationed here my entire life. And so I immediately began trying to build a facility down here in the area, and I was going to do a very similar business down here. And then COVID happened. So to build a business very dependent on travel and things of that nature during COVID would not be, a very advisable investment.
Sure.
So I immediately began looking for a job, and of all things, I was able to find this, which could not be a more fantastic fit. Not only was it still working with animals, which is my biggest passion, but I was able to utilize all my skills and experience, having developed other businesses and having been through the process of developing and designing a new business, to the Humane Society of Pinellas, which then enabled us to continue moving this project forward.
I tell you, it's like a marriage made in heaven. I mean, it was a perfect fit.
I couldn't be luckier.
My
Absolutely,
goodness.
I love our organization, and then even more so, I love our mission.
Yes.
Our mission to prevent homelessness in the community and provide care and assistance to animals in need. To me, I always say to my folks, I don't know how anyone couldn't get behind that mission. It's so simple, yet it's perfect to describe what we do and what we're about.
Absolutely. I think it's fabulous that you're fulfilling a passion of your own and a very serious need in our community. I live right up the street there off of East Lake Road, so I know what, in the community, there's always postings for animals, and I have a passion I have 2 little Yorkies, and it's just wonderful to see and have somebody like yourself come on and interview for what's happening. Now, what's the future end date? Because I know what it's like to build here with being to code and inspections and all of that. What are we talking? When will we be finished? About?
My best estimate right now would be the end of next year. So we're looking for a grand opening, knock on wood, around Thanksgiving time 2022.
That's a good goal.
Yeah, and then immediately beginning construction again.
Right.
So, because we'll immediately be looking to go right into construction again for building 2, which will be that medical facility, so that we can just continue to grow and further that mission.
Now, talk about the medical facility. Is that, what type of medical facility is that? Is that for the pets?
It will be, absolutely. It'll be for the pets, and it will have a component to the public as well. Immediately after this building's done, they'll build a breezeway to connect building 1 and building 2.
Beautiful.
That building 2, all of our shelter medicine operations, that would be all of the spay and neuter, almost every animal, believe it or not, it's crazy, but as they come to us, almost every animal is sick or needs some type of medical care. So they're going to go through the process. They'll be spayed and neutered because we don't let any animal leave our facility without being fixed.
Good.
And then from there, all of the animals will go through the process, become healthy, and then into the adoption center for the adoption process. So it essentially doubles our capacity. If we have maybe 100 to 150 animals in adoptions, the medical center will allow us to have approximately that many animals in the background, becoming healthy and ready to become adoptable as other animals are finding their forever homes.
Oh, that's fabulous. So just out of curiosity, how was the medical treatment done? Did you have a vet on staff?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a director of medicine that currently works for us.
Okay.
He was on the shelter property originally and did all of our shelter medicine there. When we had to do our demolition to prepare for construction, I turned the old medical center into a dog adoption center, and we utilize a retail space just up the street in order to do our medical. So our medical is going on at a retail space about a half mile away, so that we're able to continue doing everything that we would do without interruption while we're under construction.
Oh, this is going to be fantastic. It really is. I can tell you're just tickled pink about all this. Oh, this is fabulous because everything's going to be right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything will be under one roof and in a comfortable environment.
Now, based on your experience, tell everybody again, we still have 3 minutes. What did you do up in Ohio that you sold your business?
I built large-scale doggy daycare and boarding facilities.
Wow, so you've got a wealth of experience on this.
And it ties in perfectly to this, particularly when you're talking about designing and building a high-end dog facility like this, where we're going to have 40 to 50 dog kennels. We're going to have 70 or so units for the cats. And again, all of our little guys. So, multiple options, and it really does tie in exactly with what I was doing prior to.
And how many square feet are we talking again?
This is 15,000 square feet.
15,000.
And the next building will be approximately 25,000. So I would anticipate the Humane Society of Pinellas in the future will be operating approximately a 40,000 square foot campus.
Wow.
So.
What a business model to copy from in other areas as well.
I certainly like to think that that's what we've created, is something that other locales will look at, and hopefully they realize that this is a model moving forward in animal welfare.
And you know what? There's plenty of donors out there.
Absolutely.
You just never know. And I think that, what a wonderful success story.
I don't think that anyone would have thought in a million years that some amazing woman was going to walk up one day, walk our campus, take one look at animals out in the heat and kennels that weren't air conditioned and things, and literally get her checkbook out and say, this is not okay with me, and write a check for us to build this fantastic new facility.
Well, God bless that woman. I'd love to meet her. I really, really would.
Yeah,
so this is keeping you quite busy. So you had a hand in actually designing this.
Absolutely. From the ground up, everything that has gone into this has been designed so that there is a flow through.
Sure.
And then primarily, and my favorite part about it is when you walk in that front door, everything for the dogs will be on that first level. So the cats won't be anywhere near them, getting stressed out, anything at all, causing interruptions. When you go down a level to the lower level, then that's where the cats will be in the small wonders. Up to and including on the back side of the building, there's 5 outdoor catios where the cats actually will have access to a small doggy door and go to outdoor enclosures so they can sun themselves and do the things that cats truly want to do,
Yeah.
not sit in an enclosed environment and
Right.
indoors and all of those things. So it really does offer, a little bit of everything for them.
You're doing God's work. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is absolutely incredible. Who knew? I live right over in that community. That's why I love doing the chamber shows, and with Safety Harbor, they're all over in this community. They really go out, and it's great to have you on the show.
Well, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
I can't wait to see what happens here. We'll have to have you back on the show and talk more about it. You've been a member with the chamber for how long?
We've been around for 71 years. We've been a member of the chamber for many years.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you. You're a delight. And we'll be right back with more with Safety Harbor Chamber of Commerce. Hi, everyone. Welcome into My Chamber TV. We're the heartbeat of the Tampa Bay community. I'm your host, Barbara Barville Kelly. Thank you so much for joining us. Today, we are featuring the amazing Safety Harbor Chamber of Commerce and the business owners that reside there and that are working there. And our guest today happens to be Jack Colgan with the Eye Drop Toolkit. I can't get enough information from you as an inventor, right?
Yes.
And you've been an inventor for how many years?
Oh, I would say 20.
Yeah?
Yes, but this is the main thing that I've come up with, and I find a lot of people have trouble with putting things in their eyes. So the eye drop toolkit will not only open a new bottle, but it'll also, you can put the bottle into the drop tool, which will assist you in putting the drops actually into your eye. And the one thing that is nice about the drop tool, which you use, say, once or twice a day, it gets your hand out of the way. So when you're looking up, it's less imposing as when it's right above your eye.
I get it. I totally get it. I was just telling you, I was having issues with that just this week. And I'm thinking this is going to go gangbusters. And the other reason why you did this was because of the trying to open these units, these products that are very difficult to open. This will help do that.
That's right. The tip on the cap tool, the red device, will also open anything from UPS boxes to pill bottles when they have a safety seal. So it's a multiple type tool. I was not thinking about it at that time that way. I was concentrating on an eye drop toolkit. So, but it also is very advantageous that way. And it's stated on the instructions, which are on the back of the package.
Yes, exactly. And they're very, very clear right on the back. I think this is a fabulous product because it works for so many people that cannot get those drops in yours. Are you like that? Where if you have, and if you're trying to avoid certain issues with your eyes, you have to do these drops, right?
You have to, yes.
Right.
And they're expensive, and I feel that the drop tool will control the amount of fluid that's the drops so that you don't have it running down your cheek as much as when you don't have that.
Exactly.
It gives you better control, and it's an expensive solution. All of them.
You addressed exactly what happened to me the night before last. It was all over my face,
Yeah.
the drops.
Yeah.
And I not only was it wasteful, but I had a reaction with my eyes. So if that's ever happened to you, you can relate to something like this because not only are you wasting it, but it irritated my eyes because I had too many drops in there.
Oh, yeah.
So you only need one drop.
That's right.
Well, so that reason alone is why you came up with this.
Yes, it was. And I've had glaucoma for 46 years.
Ah.
And I don't know how many years it was, 20 years, I'd say at least, before I got tired of trying to get that safety seal open.
Right.
So that's when I decided somebody's got to do something about this, and it was me. So I went ahead and And knowing something about plastics and being a manufacturer's rep for electronics in Florida, I have seen a lot of companies around the state. So I know who to go to be able to get something done.
Exactly. And we were talking about on your website, you do have a little demo video so that you can actually see how this operates. I think this is a fantastic tool. Something as simple as this. And what is your retail cost on this?
Retail
Yeah.
is $12.95. $12.95 on my website, and I will ship it anywhere in the U.S. without you paying the postage. So
And you cover the,
I
wow.
cover the postage.
That
So I
is-
think that's a fair price, especially when nobody likes to pay for shipping, and you don't.
Exactly. Well, you know, with a simple gadget, so to speak, it can save so much stress when you're trying to put those eye drops in your eyes. And I like the fact that it is multifunctional with other things you're trying to open up, because I don't know what the manufacturers are thinking of it. It's almost like they don't want you to open something.
I know what you mean, Barbara, but I think they have to, particularly with pills and so forth, they
Yes.
have to meet the FDA
Yes.
requirements, which they can't do much about.
Exactly. So you've been a member of the Chamber of Commerce for how long?
Probably 6 or 7 years.
6 or 7
Yes.
years. How, and you've had this out for how long?
About the same time, actually.
Yeah?
Maybe
Okay.
maybe a year or so sooner, but you know, it does take a lot of time. People don't realize what goes into getting a patent and getting a product, and the packaging was done in Clearwater, and the parts are made in Odessa, so it's locally U.S. made product.
Made in the
Which-
USA. Thank you very much for that. And does it say on here
Well,
made?
yes,
Oh,
it-
yes, it does.
yes,
It
it
says
does.
made
Mom-
in the USA. Hello, everyone. And that's what we want.
I spent 3.5 years in the Navy, so I'm pretty proud, and
Oh,
you know, I want to make sure that we weren't going to make this in China.
oh, good
So
for you.
It's made right up on Gun Highway,
How about that?
north of Tampa.
Well, thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.
And with you being a member of the chamber, I'm guessing this helps a lot because you get this right in the face of many other business owners, right?
I do, but a lot of the business owners I direct to the optometrists and ophthalmologists because that's what they do.
Of course.
And I do have product being sold through a local ophthalmologist.
That's great.
And my doctor, I think it's sort of funny, every time I go in, he says, well, what have you come up with that's new? You know, it takes a lot to put something together like that, which people don't realize. They're
Oh,
not
yeah.
into, you know, you
Yeah.
don't see very many inventors.
I know. But I think that you're following your passion with something like this because it was a need. It was a need, and you thought, well, nobody's put this out there. I might as well just do it myself.
There's some other devices, but nothing like this.
No.
This and you get two different items as well. So it's not a matter of you're stuck with one item. It may or may not work. I've got two items that work.
That's right. That's right. It's multifunctional and it's affordable. And if you're having issues with putting drops in your eyes and even opening the package, you were so right because I just got a new prescription and I couldn't get that plastic off there to save my soul. Where were you 2 days ago, Jack? But now, oh, this is so fantastic. So it tightens the cap. It also prevents spills. So you're going to save money on that, and you'll always have it there for you if you're saving the drops. And you use the tip on here to break the seal, which is really easy because otherwise, what do we reach for? Scissors or a sharp knife?
I've heard scissors, knives,
Yeah.
forks. People have use their teeth a lot. I did have an endorsement from one woman who was using a device, not the device, not the toolkit, but she was using a sharp steak knife. She cut her thumb, had to go to the hospital. I think it was $500 or $600 because she didn't have insurance to get it stitched, and then that much more to go get the stitches taken out. So she was a pretty happy camper when she saw this.
Oh my goodness, I'm a happy camper just knowing that even if I didn't have drops, I'm a happy camper because there's so many, especially down here in Florida. I mean, the senior citizens, we have these issues with our eyes and all. And so this just takes away one more stress. I mean, I've got a whole suitcase of ideas for you, Jack. We'll have to sit and talk.
I'm glad to help you.
You know, something like this, it really does save time, and it's very, very affordable. So I tell you, you'll have to get a hold of Jack because he's right here in town, right?
Safety
you
Harbor.
live right here in Safety Harbor,
Yeah.
and he's a member of the Chamber of Commerce for Safety Harbor, and has come up with this product that is phenomenal. $12.95, and you cover the shipping and handling. It's practically
That's
free.
correct. That shipping and handling is like $4 to $4.30.
Yeah.
Depending on it. So I cover that, like I say, because most people don't want to fool with shipping.
No.
So I take care of it. If you sent me an order and I got it today, product would be shipped today or
Cool.
tomorrow at the latest.
Very nice.
I have stock.
You do. You do. Okay.
I have stock.
We're running. We have just barely a minute remaining. Speaking of stock and what's going on out there today, now it's never too soon to start doing some shopping, right? This is a practical gift, and if you have a mom or dad or grandma, it doesn't matter. Even kids are putting drops in their eyes too
That's
for
true.
whatever reason. This is a perfect overall gift. It's affordable. It'll help save you time, save drops, which will help save money. And I don't think you can go wrong with this. I really don't. It's perfect.
I'm pretty proud of it.
You should be. I'm proud just to know you and to know that we have something like this.
Yeah, well, I would mention real quick that the drop tool, the blue one, one of the clerks at the ophthalmologist that I was going to said, you need to come up with something that will allow people to put drops in their eyes. And by the time I left, by the time I got home, I had an idea, and it works. And so it holds the bottle. You can actually put your solution into the drop tool and just leave it there. And put it in twice a day as you need it.
And so, that's a great idea too, because then you don't have to start looking around for it.
That's
It's
right.
right attached to this little unit. It's very cool. Jack, thank you so much.
All right.
Continued
Thank you.
good luck to you. Thanks
you.
for coming on the
All
show.
right.
All
Thank
right,
you.
we'll be right back. Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV. We're featuring the Safety Harbor Chamber of Commerce today, and boy, do we ever have some great guests, wonderful business owners. My next guest happens to be Bethany Anderson with Just Don't Inc. I'm going to turn this over to you so you can explain your dream and how you stepped right into it,
Yes.
Bethany. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it. My name is Bethany Anderson. So I started the Just Don't Ink brand back in 2015, came up with the idea and ended up trademarking the phrase with the United States Patent and Trademark Office, Just Don't, and started my t-shirt company with that. At the time, didn't quite know where I wanted to go with it, and the designer I was working with gave me a design of the Don't Tread on Me, our take on the Don't Tread on Me flag, Just Don't Tread on Me. So from that moment, I knew that I wanted my entire brand to be based on veterans, giving back to veterans, different nonprofit organizations that are near and dear to my heart. So Just Don't was born.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And I love it when you fulfill your passion with it
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
And there's something about t-shirts and wearing them just subliminally get your message out there.
Yes.
Right?
You can tell by our designs, very bold.
Yes.
Some of the things that when I started, I wanted to have quality. You can tell all of the shirts are super soft. We use Vega. Everything is made in the U.S., made by hand by me in the garage, down to the tags on the neckline. So handmade in the U.S., and wanted to make bold statement while keeping things affordable for people. So that is the goal.
So how affordable are they?
So I do show specials. I do the Safety Harbor third Friday, Oldsmar second Friday, a couple different events around town. We'll be at the Oktoberfest. I do show specials, so prices range anywhere. I have some clearance from $10, and some of the new items are $24.95, and show specials 2 for $45. So
Those are very good prices.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
did you say these are cotton? Are they
yes,
50,
it's a mixed blend
Okay.
between cotton, so they're super, super soft, pre-shrunk already. They're not going to shrink any further.
I was just
for
gonna
you.
ask that.
Yep. I do the women's tanks, muscle tanks, and then I also, all of our other ones are unisex tees and unisex tanks. So we offer extra small on up to 3XL.
Very good, very good. Are they color fast too?
Yes, super color. So the one that I particularly have on is the 22, to bring awareness to the 22 veterans that commit suicide every single day. That is one of our more popular designs. It is not fun, it's not an exciting message, but it brings me such passion when I'm able to share this with other people at the events, because so many people are unaware of that staggering statistic.
So have you ever done anything like these, any kind of designing before, or was this something that came from your
No,
heart?
it just kind of came. I have been associated, all of my family has been veteran based, and recently my stepfather passed from service-related cancer that he had gotten, and so I decided to relaunch the brand. And just this year, back in, I believe, July, started the process to relaunch it. All of the designs kind of got a little, as I call it, a little facelift. We added some color. This one particularly before was all kind of military green. We went ahead and added the American flag, and then added in every branch of the services. So
I love this, and I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but in the center it says USA 22 Warriors.
Yep.
I love that. It really
you.
pops against that kind of like medium to dark gray.
I have gray. I do custom colors. I have this on red. I have it on white. I have it on black. It pops on every single color. It's by far my favorite. Same with the other designs. I'm able to do, if you want a specific color, by all means send me a message and I can customize tanks, shirts, hoodies. Will eventually, this few days of
that's
fall
so
we get in
great.
Florida, I'll be doing hoodies for that as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I love the way you've got it paired up with your jeans
Thank
and
you.
all.
Try to be.
That's so great. Well, we're in
Thank
Florida.
you.
It's all casual.
It
I
is.
would totally wear something like this with the
Thank you.
with the holy jeans and all of
Yes,
that. You're
yes.
relaxed, you're comfortable, but you're getting a power message out.
You
power
are,
message.
absolutely. My particular, that heather mustard is a popular color, and
yeah.
I love wearing the muscle tanks with my leggings to run around. I'm still getting that message out. I'm comfortable, able to go do my errands, work out, whatever I feel.
I bet you have a lot of people stop you.
I do. You know what? It was so funny last night or yesterday. I was out at the beach. I took my little mannequins. I'm going to start a little where me and my mannequins. These are my friends right now. So I'm going to start a me and my mannequins type thing and just go take pictures. And I was actually at the Dunedin Causeway yesterday taking pictures just to be able to promote. And some lady stopped me, asked me if I sold them, and told me to text her, gave me her number, and said that she wanted to buy 3 today. So
Well, isn't that a
perfect day.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, they sell themselves.
They do. Thank
Because
you.
I think today more than ever, Americans are very, very passionate.
We are.
Very passionate about
Very.
getting the message out peacefully, nicely,
Nicely,
with
exactly.
kindness
With
and all that
kindness,
kind of
yep.
good stuff. You've done that.
And you don't have to really say anything with these shirts.
No,
They say
no,
themselves.
no.
You know, the Second Amendment is a very hot topic at the moment, and it's something that we are very passionate about. And so we have it in white, we have it in black. I've got one of the tank tops, women's tanks, that show it in
Ooh,
black.
yeah,
so
that pops. That really pops
we've
too.
got, you know, we like our colors and options, and
You've got so many options. You can really grow this brand.
I started regretting as I started putting all the inventory in. I was like, maybe I should have scaled back options, but
Oh,
I
these-
like variety.
But you know
so.
what? Since things have really opened up, and Safety Harbor is like huge with all the, open events.
Yes, yes.
And that's very, very exciting.
It is.
Yeah.
And after last month was my first Safety Harbor event, and it was just, I remember texting my friend and just saying, I really, really love doing my events. It's something that I'm passionate about. I used
Yes,
to sell real
yes.
estate. It was no longer my passion. This is where it's my brand. I'm able to get my message out
Yes.
and do it the way that I want without anybody telling me how to do it.
Exactly. Good for you. I'll tell you, to be able to step into something that you really believe in
Makes
is
a world of difference.
amazing. Not everybody has that opportunity
No.
or the backup or even the wherewithal.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. It takes some thick skin. As you can imagine, just don't is a common phrase, and a lot of people do not know that it's trademarked. And so infringement galore. Attorneys on retainer are expensive, but it's necessary in order to grow it
Yes.
to where I know it can be and where it should be.
Absolutely. When did you actually start this?
So I came up with the idea in 2015, and then the official trademark was granted in 2016, May 31st, 2016, but it
Okay.
was first in use 9/26/2015.
Very good.
So,
Very good. So it's
yeah.
been a good little
been a while.
And you gave up a real estate career.
I did.
Probably good that you did with the
I
way
know.
crazy things are now.
I did. I realized it just wasn't my passion anymore, and this was. And I started it in California. I was able to work with the local VFW out there, the
Oh,
Temecula
very nice.
VFW post. And so I would donate a portion of my sales back to them, and we were actually able to help contribute to a memorial wall for any past and future fallen soldiers.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So things like that warm my heart. It makes me feel good. Passion.
Good
Makes
for
me
you.
happy.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
So
much.
you've been a member with Safety Harbor for about how long?
For I think about a month and a half.
Oh, so you're a
Brand
new
new.
brand. Okay.
Yes, I am,
Well, you
yes.
must love it already. It doesn't
It's-
take long to fall in love with Susan and the whole crew over there and the chamber itself.
Yes, it's been good.
Yeah, they give you the exposure that you need, and good for you. It's not a matter of just paying your dues and expecting, everybody to do everything for you. You jump right in there, and I can tell that you have beautiful displays. And
Thank you.
You've got the message to
Yes.
get out there, and
Yes.
you've got the perfect venue for it.
Thank you, I
truly
appreciate
do.
it.
And coming on My Chamber TV and
Exciting.
sharing what
Yes,
you're doing as well.
yes.
And you know what? Today, I think people are looking for more comfort.
Yes.
But yet they want to say something
Yes,
without
yes.
saying
Without
it.
saying anything.
And this is the way to do it. And if you're wondering what Just Don't is, well, you need to call this gal because she's got how many designs now?
So
1, 2, 3.
We have 3. I have another one that I did not bring for. It's our take on a Johnny Cash. Half skull, middle finger up, wearing a JD ring.
Oh, very nice.
It's
That's
one of
very
our more
nice.
between that and the 22. Those are definitely most popular designs.
They're all
but,
gonna sell. Do you
these
have
are the
s-
3 I'm focusing on at the right moment.
You're going to focus just on these
Yes,
for
I
right
still
now.
have some of the Just Don't Johnny Cash ones, and of course we always take orders. But this
Mm-hmm.
is where I think the time right now is for these.
And so we can go to your website.
Yes, justdon'tofficial.com.
Very good. And we can play. Oh, look at that. There. Oh, this is even a better close up. Look at that. So you've got the tank and the T-shirt.
We've got tanks, we've got tees, we have yellow, black,
Love
gray.
that. Love that yellow and
Thank
black.
you. So I have the gray, which I personally
Nice,
love how the
nice.
yellow pops on the gray.
Oh, very
for-
nice. Yeah, so you've got
for
them on the
that.
front, the
Yep.
back. Very
so
good.
mostly the men's on the unisex tees, we did it on the pocket and the back. Some of the women's, I did it bigger on the front with a smaller one on the back, on
Nice.
the racer back. So
They're very nice. I love
you.
them.
Thank you very
And I
much.
want to thank you for joining us on My Chamber TV. And if you would like to get one of these awesome shirts that has a message, you like to give the message out there without really saying it, this will do it for you. A little bit more than subliminally, though,
Subliminally,
right?
right? Exactly. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
this is great. And we can get a hold of you at your website. And do you have a phone number you
I
want to
do.
give?
It's 406 JST DONT, which is 406 578-3668.
Perfect. I can't wait to see what else
appreciate
is
it.
coming down the road.
Thank
I'm going to
you.
take your card, stay in
Absolutely.
touch with you, and good luck. And we'll see you at the festivals
Yes.
and all around town.
All around.
And make sure that you call her and get some of these t-shirts. Gift giving.
Gift giving. Absolutely.
giving.
We'll be at the Safety Harbor Wine Festival
Awesome.
on the 6th, November
Awesome.
6th. So come out and
Be
get
there.
your early presents.
We'll be right back. Hi, everyone. Welcome into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of the Tampa Bay community. I'm your host, Barbara Marville Kelly, and we are at the Countryside Country Club. I am excited to be here. It's very fun, and we're promoting the Safety Harbor Chamber of Commerce. And my guest with me right now happens to be Ben Ham, who's the assistant head pro. We're going to hear all about why you want to golf right here. And then we also have lovely Krystal Vega, and you take care of the parties and all the fun little
stuff.
events, the food stuff, right? Exactly.
Yep, I do.
So how long have you been here?
I've been here for 2 years.
For 2 years.
Yes.
Okay. And Ben?
I've been here for 5 years.
All right, so you've got a little history, and I can't wait to hear all about it. Let's start with the entertainment side of it. People are loving to be able to get back out and visit with one
Yes,
another
it's
over
ramping
breaking
up.
bread, right?
It's ramping up. We have a great venue, open to the public. A lot of people are under the impression that we're a private club, and we are, but some of our areas are open to the public.
like what?
Like our venue. Our
Okay.
venue, we can host events for up to 200 people, 200 to 250 people.
Nice.
And our spa is also open to the public.
Oh, very
So
good.
Things like microdermabrasion, facials, massages. You can come on over and enjoy that here.
Wow, that's very exciting. That to let everybody know that it's private, but it's not in some areas. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind, all right? If you're wanting to try something different, or come on over and have a tour, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And if you're a golfer, well, I can't wait to hear from Ben because he's just beaming. He
Can't
practically
wait.
asked me if we had all day so we could talk about golf. So what is so different about this golf course?
So it's a 27-hole facility. So technically we have three 18-hole rotations between the three nines. In my opinion, I think we have some of the best greens in the entire Pinellas County, especially when we get into season. The biggest talking point is how fast and quick the greens get. And it's a good old school kind of track. Not super long if you play it all the way back, but it definitely has its challenges when you get around the green. We also are the best draining course in the entire area.
I was just going to ask about
Yes.
that.
So we are at the highest point of Pinellas County.
Oh, really?
So normally, like this past summer, most people realized how much rain we got. A lot of other courses were either closed or cart path only. At the most, out of the 27 holes, we had about 8 holes that were cart path only. Our Bayhead course, a hurricane could go through and there would be no cart path only holes. It just drains very well. So
That
that's
is
a
good to
huge,
know.
huge benefit, especially in the summer when you get that raining season.
Sure.
That there's never going to be a course closure because of the rain.
So it sounds like a real passionate golfer is looking for what you have here.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I also, as a experienced golfer, I tell people, if you want to get better, this is a great place for your short game and your putting. If you can play well here, it translates, you go to any other course and it seems so much easier because of the difficulty of the greens and the rough. But our course is in great shape right now. Very good.
You make me want to maybe try golf.
And we also give lessons.
It's
So
hard too. It's not easy. Like I was under the impression that it was hard. I mean, easy to do, and we tried it. He tried to teach me. I'm so bad at it.
we did a corporate lesson with all the events directors, and hey, they picked it up.
Except me.
but that's one thing I love about golf. Honestly, not to get too theological, but it's a lot like life.
Yeah.
You know, you feel like, oh, I'm doing something right. You get a bad break. You got to adapt, react. It's very humbling. You can never beat the game of golf. You could have a really good day and then make yourself look like a fool the next. But it's got that drive that makes you want to keep coming back. So,
Well, it sounds like you have everything here. And if I was going to, I would need the best of a golf course in order to psych myself up,
Right.
to know that I have the foundation, okay, and the rest is up to me.
Absolutely.
But if you get me on a bumpy, lumpy, and no.
right,
It-
absolutely.
It's like being a princess, right? We want to have.
No, I understand. No, and the best thing about the country club is it's just not just golf. You know, we have tennis courts. We have 14 true.
Yes.
Yes, I saw
Yes,
them.
And the tennis courts are, and this, I'm not a big tennis guy.
Sure.
But when I ask tennis players all over, they have the best tennis courts in the entire area. The way they manicure them and keep them, it is top notch, the best tennis facility.
And the fitness center. We just
Yes.
renovated our fitness center, so it is nice. We have new equipment like Peloton bikes.
Very nice.
Cardio equipment, yeah. So it's fully renovated, and we have swimming pools, swim teams, and camp during summer camp for children.
So that's open to the public?
So these are membership
Or
benefits.
membership? Okay,
Yeah.
membership, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Good,
but
good.
It's great.
You guys are like who would have known? You're
Right.
like nestled in this beautiful community. Take a look behind us. It looks like what you're seeing here on the set. We are actually in the restaurant area, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And
this
it's
is
right-
the upstairs.
right out- right- right outside.
No, so this upstairs is our ballroom area. This is one of our smaller rooms for meetings. So these are great for smaller meetings of
Sure.
30 people, U-shaped
Yeah.
type of meetings.
Yeah.
Downstairs is our restaurant, which was also renovated. I
Yeah.
want to say a couple years ago.
Yeah, about 3-4 years ago.
Oh,
was
it
fully
seems like
renovated.
everybody, especially after the last couple of years, people are in the mood to do some renovating and
Right.
improving and that kind of thing. So the lessons that you're teaching with the kids, with
Yes.
children, what's the age groups?
So it varies. We actually have a great director of instruction, Noah Vineyard. He's been here for about over a year. He is just killing it with the junior program. We have, as part of Club Corps, which is our company, it's called Crush It. And it's a 6-week long kind of junior program, and they come out weekly, and it's learning every facet of the game. And he's been, since he took over, every week he's got 10 to 12 kids coming out for that. And it varies from about 5 years old all the way up to like 16 years old.
Oh, that's
so yeah, you're getting
fabulous.
kids that are, just wanting to get into a sport, and they're young, eager to do it. And then you
Yeah.
have, kids that are getting into high school and still want to continue to get better at golf. So
Yeah. Now, I just have a curious question. Have you always been in golf?
no,
Since you were
I have
young?
not.
No.
So I actually didn't pick up golf till about maybe 7 years ago.
Really?
I was big into basketball, went to college to play basketball, thought that was going to be the dream, coach basketball. And then I actually was working at a golf practice facility, started picking it up and realized I'm actually pretty good at this. Why
Very
not make
good.
a career, enjoy something? So got into it and never looked back.
That is fabulous. I love interviewing people that are doing what their passion is.
Absolutely.
And he actually has he has a following.
Yeah?
So, I guess you could say that. So for my PGA certification, there were certain things we had to do. One was do a rules video and post it. So this was over 2 years ago. I posted one, and then I made a really funny one that was a rules thing. I gave it to our general manager, Aaron, and from there on, they go, every Thursday, you got to do a video like
So
this.
he does like a.
So
it's-
Ben's Thursday video tips. I try to incorporate some golf tips, some golf lessons, but
They're
there's a
hilarious.
lot of humor involved
Yeah.
in it.
That
They're
is
hilarious.
fabulous
Yeah.
because it's all about video.
Absolutely,
Well, it always has
absolutely.
been all about video, but the average person that has not really gotten into that has never thought about it or has been, a little bit
Right.
nervous about that, but people want to see
Yeah.
humor.
And it's
Yeah.
funny, I didn't think it was going to be that big outside of just
Oh,
the members who know me.
yeah, yeah.
But we've had a couple members that joined, and in their orientation, they said, I found you guys on Facebook, and for an hour I watched these videos, and it was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
So.
I gotta find it too.
Not only people, but other clubs. They also
Yeah.
want tips on how to.
They said, how do you do that? We
Yeah.
want to get engaged with this as well. But not everyone can be like me.
I love it. You guys have fun here, don't you? I
Yeah.
can tell.
Yeah,
That is-
it's a good vibe, good community, and I feel like that's what sets us apart as well. Most people get that country club vibe. They don't want it to be stingy.
Snooty.
But one of the biggest things here is members are welcoming. Obviously, it's our staff is just very encouraging, welcoming. It's a laid back country club vibe where you feel at home as soon as
feel
you join.
comfortable.
Absolutely.
You don't feel like you have to be all this
Absolutely.
and that,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
everybody is very accepting.
Yes.
The whole world needs that.
Absolutely.
Why not start with country clubs,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Yep.
Well, this is good. I mean, you're like right up the street from me, and I've often wondered what the difference is, not being a golfer, but no, wondering what the difference is. And you really put it all in a nutshell for me, because if you have the grounds that are conducive for whether you're a learning golfer or if you're a pro,
Right.
we both want to come,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
For sure.
That's exciting. And you're just a sweetheart. I
Oh,
bet
thank
everybody
you.
loves you here too.
Well, I don't know.
Well, maybe we'll have to come over and have lunch and just visit for a little bit.
Yes,
This place is the best kept secret. It
Yeah,
really is.
it
I
is.
had no idea how beautiful it was.
Yeah.
Sitting
Yeah,
right
for sure.
here and amongst all the trees and the greenery, the golf course, the country club, it's all right here. And I want to thank you for joining us, and I want to thank you for coming on My Chamber TV.
Yeah, thank you for
Absolutely.
having
And
me.
Thank
good
you.
luck.
Thank you
Continued
very
good
much.
Thank you.
success. All
Thank
right.
you.
We'll be right back. Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of the community. We are featuring the Safety Harbor Chamber of Commerce, and we're very excited to have Susan Petersen here in our segment. Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you, Barbara. It's always a pleasure.
You know, it seems like we were just here.
I know.
Yeah.
That's okay.
And you set up another great show. We're here at the Countryside Golf and Country Club.
Yeah, isn't it
And
beautiful?
Look how beautiful this is. We're like right in the hub of what's happening, all the palm
Yeah.
trees and all the greenery and everything.
Great backdrop. Yes.
I know, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how have you been?
Just fine. Busy as usual.
Getting busier and busier?
all the time, and it just doesn't stop.
It doesn't
But that's
stop.
okay.
But that's good because, you know, we have been doing our shows. We're back to doing our shows and everything. And I'll tell you, it's been a world of enlightenment knowing about the businesses that have either started or continue to thrive and survive in spite of our little challenges and all that. So what's happening?
Well, we are continuing with Third Friday, and the past 5 months now have been just very successful. You know, it was kind of a trial, new format for us that the city let us do, and now we're planning to continue because it's not only been beneficial for our businesses on that evening, but the increase in communication among the businesses, it's been kind of a cohesive thing for our downtown and for us, the chamber.
Absolutely.
So we're really happy about that.
Can you give our viewers an idea on some of the different things that are going on, like just, you know, the sidewalk sales, the different things that go on Third Friday?
On Third Friday, it's 9 blocks of entertainment. There's something live. There's some kind of live entertainment on every block. A lot of the restaurants are hiring live entertainment. You know, we make sure that Gazebo has something interesting going on and it's family friendly there. We have Mr. Brad come for the first hour who does kids entertainment. So there's something for everybody for sure. And we really encourage the nonprofits to be a part of this and to come out and do activities and fundraising for their organizations. And it's just a way to feature all of Safety Harbor businesses. Yeah.
It really does. It's just a big happy family. We've been interviewing you guys now for, when did we start? Wasn't it in this year? In the last
It's been
year.
probably almost a year. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were glad to have you. I love Safety Harbor, as you know, and it's such a quaint little town here, but it too is another best kept secret in the community in Tampa Bay. You just wouldn't know unless you come here, and when you go, you can spend probably an entire weekend or more in Safety Harbor, right downtown Safety Harbor. There are so many shops and so many cute little quaint restaurants, the Safety Harbor Spa and all of that.
That's true. And then there's also the historical component to Safety Harbor that really interests a lot of people. You know, Philippi Park
Yes.
and our museum. We have a very nice little museum. And there are historical markers actually placed throughout the town, about 14 of them, which are very interesting to kind of go on a little historical marker tour.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So you can see some of the history, and the weather is perfect now, isn't
It
it?
is. It's very nice. Our mornings are a little cooler now. Of course, our
Yes.
sunrises are next to none.
I
mean,
know, I
they're
know.
they're just awesome. So,
And they're
yeah.
all coming to Florida. So you have to, if you're out there watching our show today, you haven't made a trip to Florida, or maybe you're thinking of it, you've sold a business like so many people are, and coming down here and settling, you have to check out Safety Harbor before you make a final decision, because it's so fabulous here. Now, you were showing that new shirt with the new design, which is so nice and colorful.
This
It
is one of
represents
our new Safety Harbor, or excuse me, Third Friday Safety Harbor merchandise that we have. We have this nice new logo for the event.
and that's the gazebo.
And it's taken from our gazebo. It's nice and colorful with current colors. We have crew neck, V-neck, and long sleeve T-shirts for sale at the
Nice.
Chamber Visitor Center at 200 Main Street.
Nice, and these are really good quality T-shirts.
Yeah,
They're
they're
really
nice and soft, yeah.
Has a little bit of rayon in it, so it drapes really nice and very colorful. Third Friday, that's a
Yeah.
great advertisement for Third Friday.
The event has just been, it's just kind of near and dear to everybody's heart in Safety Harbor. Everybody was so anxious to have it come back, and then the new format has been very well received. So we thought, why not do merchandise, because everyone loves the event. Yeah.
Absolutely. How long have you guys been doing the Third Friday?
It's just, this was our 5th month.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah?
But enough to tell us that it needs to keep going
Keep
this way.
going. Keep going.
Yeah.
What other outdoor events do you have?
Outdoor events, in Safety Harbor, there's actually, around the holidays, the first weekend of December is the big holiday thing in town with the tree lighting, the parade. The holiday parade
yes.
was moved now to the first Saturday of December. It will be in the morning. And then the night before that, the merchants do what's called Sip and Shop, where we bring people downtown. They all offer specials, and we have Dickens carolers roaming the street. It's just a really fun weekend, just a whole family-oriented shopping and eating weekend.
There, I'll tell you, there's just always something to do down here. And then when you add the events to it, excuse me, even without the events, there's so much to do. And especially right now. It is cool in the morning, and it does heat up. So you can still get to the beaches and all of that. And what I love about Safety Harbor is that we're close to everything, right?
It is great proximity to the big, larger cities, but yet we're quiet, tucked away. So
Quiet,
it's
quiet
perfect.
and tucked away.
Yeah.
Exactly. What are some of your favorite events?
Well, we have an event coming up in January that we haven't been able to do now for a couple of years, but it's a favorite of our members. It's called a Health and Wealth Expo. And it's going to be at the Safety Harbor Resort and Spa. And it features our businesses that have anything to do with health or wealth. So it's a very broad category of types of businesses, and it's a free event for the community to come to. And a highlight of that event is we offer free health screenings. The Bay Care nurses come. They're one of our sponsors, and you can come and get free health screenings at this event and hear workshops.
That's
Workshop
nice.
presentations.
That
yeah.
is very, very nice. That will go over well. Do you know the date?
It's January 29th.
Okay.
It's a Saturday. It's from 10 to 2 at the Safety Harbor Resort and Spa.
Oh, that's nice. I may show up to that.
Yeah. And then, of course, in February, we will bring back our art and seafood on the waterfront, which we held last year in May because of COVID, but it's normally a February event because the weather's so nice in February. It's right on the waterfront. It's a juried fine art show, and we have wonderful seafood that we actually invite seafood restaurants to participate.
And
so
when
we're
is that
looking-
again?
It's February 19th and 20th.
February 19th.
And we have some
20th.
fabulous live entertainment. On Saturday night, we have Stormbringer as our headliner. And then we're bringing in a national act on Sunday afternoon, Selwyn Birchwood, who has won awards in the blues category. is what he's
Nice.
in. Yeah. so,
Nice.
we're excited about our entertainment too this year.
Oh, yeah. That's people are just waiting for all of that, don't you think?
Yes.
It's gonna be
and
good.
The weather has been great for us in February for this event, so we're looking forward to that.
Absolutely. The fine arts, I'm interested in that as well. That's going to be exciting. Very, very exciting. Well, this is a perfect example. Look, this is our weather today here in Florida. Just take a look what's behind us. All the palm trees and so many different species of greenery out there. Well, the thing is people come down here because of that. I don't know what the weather's like up north, but I think it's cooling down.
Yeah,
A bit.
probably.
Yeah.
We like to call this Chamber of Commerce weather. We order it.
Yeah. Yeah, we do kind of, right?
Yeah.
How long have you been with the Safety Harbor Chamber?
8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
And you are just beaming with excitement with what's going on over there. And I bet there's never a dull moment.
Oh, absolutely. That's true. We're doing better than ever at the Chamber. We're really proud that our membership numbers are back up to where they were pre-COVID. And the businesses, we have new businesses opening. We just couldn't be happier about the way things are going.
I know. We've been doing our interviews now for a few months since we've been back. And I love hearing the testimonials from your businesses that didn't miss a beat, some of them,
Yeah.
and some of them actually started businesses right in the middle of COVID
Yes.
and just continue to thrive and survive and doing better than what they were doing before.
I know.
So that's many blessings.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it really is. Well, we have had a great show today. As always, you bring us great gifts for the Chamber Show and a wonderful location right here at the Countryside Golf and Country Club that if you want to come down here and check it out, honestly, this is another best kept secret right here
Yes.
amongst the woods and the greenery and everything. So
Gorgeous.
thank you for another great show.
Thank you, Barbara. It's our pleasure. Thank you for
Absolutely.
being here with us.
I always look forward to it. And look forward to seeing you out there in TV land so that you can see what's happening in your community here or maybe your future community. Thanks for joining us on My Chamber TV.